All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rechak Kodash. Double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I do it well. And salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that are pushing this word with truth, sincerity, and charity, and risk your lives to do so. And today I'm going to title this lesson, "We Have Been Cursed." All right, because this is inspired by a conversation I had today with one of my, a couple of my coworkers or whatever. This is older lady, who works with me, and she overheard this conversation that me and this guy was having, me and this younger guy, and he was telling me like how one time he had to jump inside of a garbage can because he was being chased by some niggas, with guns, and they were shooting at him and all that, and he had to run off and jump the gate and hide in a garbage can and all that. And the older lady, she's like, damn, like, oh man, that's so sad that we gotta go through that. Like, why do we have to deal with this? Why do we have to go through that? It's so sad that our young black men have to go through this and all that. Well, she don't even understand that we are the Israelites, all right? And the reason that we have to go through these things is because we have been cursed. The Lord put curses upon us, man. All right, because we didn't hearken unto his words. We didn't listen to him. Therefore, he gave us to the hands of these heathens. At first, we were at the top of all the nations, man. All right, the Lord protected us. He took us from the land of Egypt with a mighty deliverance, man. Put plagues upon the Egyptians. Showed that he is the power. All right, showed that he is our power, man. But what? We rejected the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. So therefore, the Lord put curses upon us. Now, people don't understand why we're in such of a horrible predicament that we're in, man. Our people die every single day. Our women are whores. And all these things, and so many other things. Our people just cannot be at the top. We just can't be successful as a nation. We start to get money and start to build inside this kingdom, man. It gets thrown down every single time. Black Wall Street is an example of that, Anytime we become successful, we get some money, Esau comes and fucks it up. Burns down the towns, floods the towns, bombs the towns, whatever it is, man. And that's because we are a cursed people. We have been cursed by Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai because we sinned against the Lord. Okay? So, any further ado, I'm going to jump into it. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 15. It says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, thy power, right, Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." So from verse 16 all the way on down to 68, all these curses will overtake our people, will come upon our people. All right, and you read through this chapter and you see and understand that this is talking about us so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And one to prove that real quick, this is Deuteronomy 28 and let me see 48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things." All right, we don't have anything for ourselves. We don't own Dunkin' Donuts. We don't own Verizons. We don't own grocery stores. And even if you do, it don't last a long time. Eventually it comes to naught. If Esau wants to, he can just come buy your shit out. He's gonna forcefully buy you out, and now you're gonna be a part of his company, whatever his big company is. He's gonna take it over, man. We will never be able to climb up and be at the top, because we are going to be in want of all things to this devil, to all of these heathens. Chiefly Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, our main enemy. It says, "And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck." And who is that he that did that to us? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He put a yoke of iron upon our necks. If you look up yoke of iron, you're going to see Negroes pop up with yokes of iron on their neck, man. That's how you know that that's talking about us. It says, "Until he have destroyed thee." He has destroyed our people. Look at the condition of our people. All dismantled, no order whatsoever, just out here, man. just out here doing whatever, gang banging, you know, druggies, whores, Sambo niggas who want to bow down to Esau and think that he's their friend. Our people are totally destroyed. Their minds are gone, man. And it's because we are a cursed people, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. I'm gonna skip down to verse 65. Now this is the point, right, on what that woman was asking. You know, why do we have to go through these things? The death, having to run from each other. They having to run from each other, gang violence and all that shit, man. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 65. Says, and among these nations thou shalt find no ease. So we're not gonna find any ease. You can't walk down the street with your headphones in like Esau can do. Esau can get up in the morning, 6 a.m., go put on his headphones, blast them as loud as he possibly can, and go take a morning jog without having to worry about a goddamn thing, man. But our people can't do that because we're cursed. We can't find any ease in this kingdom. No rest. As it says in Micah 2 and 10, this is not our rest. This is our slavery. This is our hell. Not our rest, man. It says, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. We're always in a down, depressed state. All right. Hey, it's coming out now a lot that you ask Negroes, hey, how did they feel inside of school and all that? They say they depressed, they was down. And a lot of my friends will always tell me they got suicidal thoughts. And this is real, man. All right, I'm fucking 15, 16 years old. My friends telling me that they want to kill themselves. They got suicidal thoughts and all these things, man. Because we're cursed. You gotta go home to a mother that treats you like shit, or a mother and father that's always arguing, always at variance, and you seen it as a child that's messing up your mind. Now you go home. Now you go to school. You take it out on the school students, on the teachers, and then that breeds depression, and ultimately is gonna lead to death, or it's gonna lead to drug abuse. All right, and our people have been totally consumed by these things because the Lord has cursed us. The Lord has His hand in all this. No matter where we go, these curses will pursue us, as it says in a verse in this chapter. It said that the curses will pursue us. Let me see. I don't know what it's saying. It's gotta be up. Yep. Verse 45. Verse 44. Verse 43. It says, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. We are very low. We are at the bottom of the barrel. We don't own anything. We don't have any say-so in what goes on in world politics. We're at the bottom. We're the slaves. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are at the bottom of the bottom in this kingdom. It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. When you go to a job interview, who's interviewing you? Esau, Edom. And then even if it is a nigga that's interviewing you, hey, who's that nigga taking the orders from? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, taking orders, from their enemies, because he's the head. He's at the top right now. He's ruling over everything. He has all the power. He lends to us. He gives us the paychecks. He gives us the food, the clothing, the home decor, or whatever it is, man. It all comes from Esau, Edom. It says, the moreover, yeah, we just don't have anything for ourselves, man. Just nothing for ourselves. Hey, the Lord said, verse 16, says, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. So we don't have anything. We don't own nothing. Everything that we have is cursed, from the rooter to the tutor. Everything, man. No matter what it is. You try to get a business, hey, you may be going strong for a little bit, but then after that, the Lord is gonna throw it down. The Lord is gonna make sure that you're not at the top. Make sure that you're not gonna be successful. And then if it is succeeding, and the Lord is gonna put the spirit on Esau to come bag your shit out. Yeah, our people will never be as successful as these devils because we're cursed. We're meant to be the tail. We're meant to be at the bottom. This is not our rest. This is not a kingdom where we're supposed to be getting the W's, man. And that's something that our people just can't perceive. They can't understand it. It says, moreover, verse 45, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So these curses are going to pursue us. They're going to overtake us no matter where we go, no matter what we do. Okay? That's why, and no matter where Jake goes, their life is always in danger. That's why that guy who I was talking to had to run and go hide in a garbage can in a dumpster to save his life. That's why these things happen. Because we're cursed. No matter where we go, we're going to be cursed. And this shows that we are the Israelites. This is a sign and a wonder, a sign and a token to show who are the Lord's people. It ain't those small head guys. It ain't those people over there in the land of Israel right now. That's more than evident. They at the top of the world. They're lending to us. They're lending to us, man. Okay? Your big managers and all that, the big store directors and all that stuff, man. Those people are Amalekites. All right, those are the Jewish people, and they rule everything. They have ownership over everything, and you have a say so in nothing, because you are a slave, and you Israelites, okay, have these curses upon you, which just shows that hey, this is who we are. This is not a thing that we can agree to, as vocab says. This is a generational thing. This is a cursed thing, man. This is something that the Lord put upon a particular people, the Israelites. Okay? As he put a particular thing upon you, Edomites. The curse of leprosy. That mark that was upon Cain. You can't change that. That's what the Lord put upon you. That's not something that you can sign up to. That's something that you're born with, man. Something that you cannot, that's something that you do not agree to. It's something what the Lord put upon you. Same thing that the Lord put upon us. These curses. Okay? It has been hitting us all throughout our generations. It's not just one thing that just goes for, a generation, then it just passes. No, this is something that's going to be upon our people until the Lord comes and deliver us. So, let me go back to this. Verse 66. This is the point. It says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life. So we do not have an assurance of our life, man. We don't know if we're going to live tomorrow. We don't know if we're going to see tomorrow. You don't know if you just going to be walking down the street and a nigga mistake you for his ops, and just because you look a certain way, and then you get put to death because of that, man. And you don't know that, man. That's why the guy who I was talking to, and his life hanged in doubt. Okay? He said he was walking home one day from hooping, walking home one day from playing basketball or whatever, and then some niggas just rolled up on him shooting machine guns, and he had to run in the alley and duck and dodge and go hop inside a garbage can to save his life. These are the things that our people have to go through because they're cursed. This is why we go through this, man. For those that don't understand why we have to deal with shit like this. Because we didn't listen to the Lord. We didn't hearken unto Yahweh Shema Shai. We moved the Lord to wrath. Therefore, he put curses upon us, man. I'm going to end on this. Baruch 4 and verse 6 says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemy. So we were delivered unto the enemies because we moved the Lord to wrath. Verse 7, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh. We made idols, and we said we built a golden calf and said, these be the gods that led us out of the land of Egypt, not Yahweh Shema Shai. We moved the Lord to wrath because he is a jealous power. We ought to have no other gods before the Lord, no other way, no other ideology, no other way of life besides what the Lord has set up for us, which is these laws, statutes, and commandments, the word of life. But we rejected that. It shows something else. That's why we in this position. And that's a question that my grandmother asked me, before I was in the truth. We just sit up and just have long conversations. She like, why are we in this predicament? Why is this happening to us? Why do we have to deal with this? We have to deal with this because we are the Israelites. And we forsook our power. We want to do our own thing. Therefore, he let us do our own thing. And he let us see what will come after that. Serving these idols, serving these heathens. And now you're gonna be judged with the judgments of these heathens. They're gonna put gun crates in your neighborhoods. Put your people against each other. Push out rap music. So now niggas want to kill each other. Now niggas want to do drills. Now our life hangs in a balance because we sin against the Lord. Now we curse, man. So hey, I pray that this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakwadash. Double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do it well. And salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that are pushing his word with truth, sincerity, and charity. Shalom, wa ababa ball.